Welcome to another week of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report. I am the commissioner, Evan Creel. Sorry if I seem a little agitated today. Shit ain't working right on a lot of little levels over here. So I'm not feeling like, the best of me, but I'm going to give you the show anyway. Without further interruptions, all that good shit, we're going to bring in the next man, the co-host, the co-commissioner. You know who it is. Hammerheads himself, Mr. John Creel. How you doing tonight, man?
What's up? What's up? Doing
And
good.
we're gonna go ahead and bring in that other co-host, none other than the Angels GM, Miss Pamela K. Creel. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I could be
Making
better.
it happen.
My internet
Make-
could be working.
Yeah.
I had to spend 5 minutes walking outside using my phone internet and snapping photos of last week's friggin' scores because I can't load nothing on the internet with this. We'll get off that subject. Anyway, welcome to Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report.
No,
It is what it is. I'm here to do the show. Last week, couple upsets, couple big wins. Tango in the trailer van. Lulu, I know she happy. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. We got 4 teams that are not with a 1-1 record. 2 teams are 2-0. 2 teams are 0-2. The rest are 1-1. Welcome to fucking Thunderdome.
Right.
Yahoo don't know shit about shit. It's old already.
We're beating the hell out of each other. Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh god, now I took these photos and they're all friggin'
Too much.
oh whatever. Anyway, let's rotate this photo so
We
I can
got
actually
you.
see it. Save. Here we go. All right, let's go. The first game of the week, I believe, was none other than that's me. I don't want me. I'm like looking at myself now. I'm trying to look at the games over here. All right. The first game of the week 2 that I have on the list is the number 1 Sin Eaters
Against Thad Castle.
facing the number 12 Bad Castle's team. Was he 12 the whole time? Or is
I think
it?
so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have last
Yeah.
week's stuff wrote. Yeah, so,
12.
okay. Sin Eaters takes the victory 223.40 to 182.18. This was a
41.22.
41.22 point win margin for the Sin Eaters. This was not the highest point win margin of the week, but it's up there. I think it's number 2 or 3.
No, it's. I think it's 3.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
third.
that's what I said. It's 2 or
It's
3.
three.
I know that. I know the first one is up against me. So anyway, we'll get into that later. We'll pass it over to John for the scores.
All right. On the Sin Eaters, the leading point scorers, Tyler Lockett had 25.90 points. Pat Mahomes had 25.20 points. And Jaden Reed had 19.70 points.
Yep. Where the fuck that kid come from?
Yeah, he balled out.
Yeah.
I actually had him in our other league. On defense for the Sin Eaters, Micah Parsons had 28 points. TJ Watt had 23.60 points. And New Orleans defense had 10 points. For Thad Castle's team, on offense, Lamar Jackson had 26.88 points. Marquise Hollywood Brown had 17.40 points. And Travis Kelce had 12.60 points. On defense, Fred Warner had 18 points. L'Jarius Sneed had 13.50 points. And Quiddy Pay had 13 points.
Dude, now The top scorers of Ben's defense outscored the top scorers of David's offense. That's enough said. That's what happened that week with David.
Pretty much.
That Castleton. I mean, when you got T.J. Watt and Michael Parsons outscoring your top two offensive players, there's not really much you can do. You can put up. I mean, you can try to last minute make some Monday night changes, but when all your people are already played on Sunday, it's kind of hard to do that.
I didn't do players of the game. To me, it would have been a toss-up between Jaden Reed, Michael Parsons, and T.J. Watt. I mean, I didn't figure out I didn't see what they had predicted.
I would probably go Jaden Reed because he was projected scrub
low.
like low. Yeah, probably less than 5 points, but yeah. So I'd probably go Jaden Reed in that one. But I mean, you can't take it away from TJ, who probably tripled his projection. And I mean,
well, I wouldn't say triple, but he doubled it for sure.
They really do TJ pretty low. They don't do him like the rest of the linebackers. Like, because they got him listed at linebacker, most linebackers that are top linebackers, they got him, projected to do 10 or more points for the week. Mm-hmm. They don't do that with TJ.
No, because he's not a tackle machine.
Yeah, he's a defensive end, really, but they got him listed. He's like Josh Allen. He's like Trayvon Walker. He's like Zadarius Smith. He's just they're just listed as outside linebackers rather than defensive ends or edge rushers.
Right.
All right. Number 2 matchup of the week was the number 2. I don't even remember. All the records are changed now. So who was the number 2?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was actually
I was number 5. It was Crimson Elephants. You're right.
Crimson Elephants against Bucks Life is what I had.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly who the second game was. Crimson Elephants versus Bucks Life. Crimson Elephants takes a tough loss, 220.50 to 197.24. Last I was looking at this, I was seeing Sean winning, barely winning it. And I was like, man, if he pulls it out and goes 2-0, that's going to be like year 1 all over again. The score differential in this one was
23.26.
23.26.
All right.
Top scorers were
for Bucks Life. T. Higgins had 28.90 points. Dak Prescott had 23.60 points. And Gabe Davis had 21.20 points. For the defense, Frankie Louvu had 23.50 points. Grant Delpit had 15.40 points. And Ryan Neal and Josie Jewell both tied for 9 points. For the Crimson Elephants on offense, George Pickens had 22.70 points. Christian McCaffrey had 22.50 points. And Derrick Henry had 18.50 points. For his defense, DeForest Buckner had 14 points. Matt Judon had 14 points. And Xavier Woods had 8 points.
Tough loss for Crimson Elephants week 2, but he only drops down to number 5, so still in it. Still right there. Everybody's 1-1.
Everybody's still in the thick. We're in week 2.
Third place team was the Hendrix Mafia.
Was it Hendrix Mafia?
No.
Or was it Legend Killers? No.
No, Legend Killers lost in week 1 to Senators. So.
Right.
I was number 5. I think Los Patos was number 6, or was Jeff number 6?
Jeff was high up there. I could have
Because
swore.
he's 2-0.
Because Jeff is 2-0. He should have been team
Wait a
number
minute.
2.
Wait a minute. Let me look at this.
Jeff
other
was
thing.
team 2.
Jeff's 2-0, team 2 now. Yeah.
Right. No, he was team 2 second week. I could have swore.
No.
Let's
Crimson
see.
Elephants was number 2. He had the top. He had the
No.
second highest score below. I think Jeff was 6 and Los Patos was number 4. So who was the
No,
other
it was
winner
me.
last week?
It's just
I
It
was
was you.
number 3.
You were 3. That's what I thought. That's what I just said in my mind.
Because I scored.
And Los Patos was 4. I was number
Yeah.
5. Jeff was number 6. Got it. Next game, the Hendricks.
too close.
Sorry. Next game, the Hammerheads versus the. No, Jesus, I'm in the wrong picture. What the heck did I just do? The Hammerheads versus the Angels in the tangle of the trailer. Ba-da-da-da. This was 3 versus 9. I remember it now. And Angels pulls out the victory, 206.32 to 203.98. This was the lowest win margin of the week with a
That's right. 2.34.
2.34 point win margin for the Angels, who go up 1-0 in the tangle of the trailer for 2023. Donnie,
I have one thing to say. Fuck Joey Bosa.
Oh yeah.
I took him out. If I had kept him in, but it is what it is. All right, top scores for
I know that
the
feeling.
Yeah.
And be nice.
He didn't even say the Angels. He said for her team.
You know what? I'll come over there and hit the power button.
Gonna shut the whole facility down, right?
You're gonna have
No,
to
me
do the
and Evan will
scores
still
if you
be
do that. Because
I don't care.
No, I don't. It's all good. So for the Angels, on offense, Brian Robinson had 28.90 points.
Great
Jalen
pickup.
Hurts had 27.22 points. And
Great
TJ
keeper.
Hawkinson had 25.60 points.
Bet you're glad to
Another
have him
good
back.
keeper.
Bet you're glad to have him back.
Yes. Another good keeper there.
On defense for the Angels, Josh Sweat had 9 points. Draymond Jones had 8.50 points. And Kirby Joseph had 8 points. For the Hammerheads, on offense, Zach Moss had 20.70 points.
Great pickup, by the way.
Adams,
Yeah,
Devontae
I dropped
Adams had
I dropped
20.40.
Deion Jackson immediately because I knew after week 1 I was like, man, they ain't about to give his ass another chance. If he can't do what he did last year,
We'll go into the greatest picks so far. We'll talk about that in a moment. Devontae Adams had 20.40 points. Joe Burrow had 20.38 points. On defense for the Hammerheads, Zaire Franklin had 13.50 points. Trayvon Diggs had 9.80 points. And Kevin Byard had 9.50 points. Now, as for acquisitions, the Hammerheads drafting Kareem Hunt with the last pick of the draft may have paid off. It's like something was just talking to me, you know.
hey, and not only that, Miller is kicking himself in the ass right now because it was Miller's keeper, and he wasn't on a team though. I don't blame him. You know what I mean? He wasn't on a team.
I know. Hey,
but great snatch with the last pick of the draft. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, Kareem Hunt's not the starter this week.
No, I know.
He might not even play this week.
Hang on.
It's going to be Jerome Ford starting this week with Pierre Strong, probably as number 2. Kareem might get in this week because he knows Stefanski's playbook. He's been there, so he might get in there. But he might end up.
Not.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be on an emergency basis anyway. So.
Exactly. He's probably going to be the number 3 and just get randomly put in maybe 1 or 2 times during the game. But next week, he's possibly number 1 or 2, depending on how Jerome Ford does this game. If Jerome Ford does what he did last game, Jerome Ford's going to stay number 1.
Right.
And that's probably going to piss Kareem off. But, hey, bitch, you're not getting paid anything but free agency money right now anyway, so take what you got and try to get on somebody else's team next year, obviously. I mean, I'm hoping the latter because I drafted Jerome Ford. So I'm hoping that and I dropped Jerome Ford after week 1, and then I was sitting there looking at his carries for the week, and he had 15 carries in week 1, and I'm like, why did I drop this guy? Right. So I picked him back up, as soon as I seen Chubb on the cart, I was like, yeah, let's go get my boy back.
Needless to say, the Vultures were out this week.
Oh, yeah, I was circling. What's the one from the Jungle Book? What's his name? I know you know what I'm talking about. They got, basically it's Larry Moe and Curly or whatever in the Jungle Book with the vultures waiting on it. That's how I felt sitting on that damn tree, just looking over Nick Chubb like, I'm sorry. But
gotta get what I can get.
I gotta get what I get. Hey, I drafted the dude for a reason because Kareem Hunt wasn't in Cleveland.
Right.
But when he did 15 carries for 38 yards, I was like, oh, do I really want to keep this guy? I mean,
he still had more yardage than most of the people over on the Vikings team. I heard a stat, out of 2 games.
And I drafted Chandler too, dude.
60-something yards rushing, 67 out of 2 games. That's horrible.
Dude, you dropped Dalvin Cook for what? Shit.
Yeah, it's
you might want to go talk to the Jets about getting your fucking running back back.
Well, you do see where they traded for Cam Akers, right?
Where's Cam going?
Cam Akers is going to the Vikings.
For real?
He got traded yesterday, yeah.
I didn't get to see anything, man. I was working yesterday. I didn't get to see anything. That's awesome, though, man. I'm glad. I got that running back on my team too. I'm pretty sure.
Williams.
Yeah. I should have started his ass over friggin' the one that I started for Eckler.
Yeah.
You want the handcuff to Eckler?
No. I'm good.
He's only good when Eckler's in the game. He's not good whenever Eckler's out of the game.
Because he doesn't have the pressure of being the lead guy.
Yeah, true. Kelly, that's his name.
Yeah,
Joshua Kelly. It slipped my mind there for a minute. All right, well, let's go to that number 4 game.
I'm actually pretty good on running back right now. I don't.
Yeah, I feel pretty good now that Jerome Ford's taking over in Cleveland and Kyron Williams is taking over in the Rams. I feel like Najee might sit my bench the rest of the damn season, honestly, bro.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about Burrow. Because, Jordan Love keeps rolling out these 26-point games. I'm going to start him.
All right, well, we'll get into the next game, which was the Los Patos versus the Legend Killers.
Who was the player of the game?
Oh, yeah. Who was playing?
I know y'all started doing all this and forgot about little old me.
No. The problem was I didn't get a chance to do
Evan
the leaders of the, I didn't get a chance to do the players of the game. I am gonna say Brian Robinson.
That's who I was thinking.
He led everything, and I'm sure he was lower points than anybody else. At most, he probably got about 18 more than
I think his projection
what his projection was.
Yeah, him and Gibson are projected around the same.
Yeah, it's about 9 or 10. Some usually.
Yeah, I think it was 9.
That's what I was thinking. 9 or 10.
9.71. He got 28.90.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Brian Robinson, player of the game.
Aubrey?
He had a really
I'll
good
agree
game.
to that.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're gonna go to the next game, which was the Los Patos. The Legend Killers.
Mm-hmm.
And Los Patos took the loss 252.36 to 203.44. So
40.
now officially welcome JC to the league. He now has his first win and his first loss in the league.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, buddy. This was a
48.92 difference.
48.92. This was the second highest win margin of the
It
week.
was.
Yes.
And
Leading-
Legend Killers gets his first win of the year. Let's see if he can keep rolling like the like he did last year. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. There's a lot of tough teams out there.
Of course. We're getting the hang of it finally. All right.
Really?
Legend Killers. Leading scorers. Justin Herbert, 26.20 points. Justin Jefferson, 24.90 points. And Devonta Smith, 24.10 points. On defense, Dallas with 19 points. Christian Wilkins with 13 points. And Cole Holcomb and Javon Holland tied with 12.50 points. For Los Patos, on offense, Nico Collins. And okay, I just need to take a second. I get teary-eyed every time I see the abbreviation in Collins.
Oh, for in Collins, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I
mean, I'm pretty sure Nick would be retired by now, but still, yeah. I mean,
yeah. Nico Collins, 27.60 points. James Cook with 19.90 points. And Tyreek Hill with 16 points. On defense, Buffalo had 12 points. Chris Jones had 11.50 points. And C.J. Mosley with 11 points. And let's see. Player of the game. Ooh. Dallas defense?
You said that with a question mark.
I don't know. I mean, because everybody, I mean, they may have made over their projection, but not by much, I don't think. I don't know. Devonta Smith. He probably got about
no. I'd say Dallas defense. Defense.
Yeah, because I mean that's a good. I mean I don't know what they were projected.
I'll figure it out right now.
I have to go back and pull up stuff on the phone.
Dallas was projected 13.23 and they put up 19 points. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's weird. I guess I complained enough that my internet finally started working.
All right, Dallas
All right,
defense.
we'll move into the next game.
The
Oops.
Orange Crush.
Number, yeah. No, it's me.
Oh. Thought you wanted to say the best.
The
for
Dragons facing the Hendricks Mafia. Hendricks Mafia takes the victory 253.46 to 204.24. Okay, so maybe I didn't get the biggest blowout this week.
Yeah. 49.22. 49.22. Biggest one.
All right.
Oh.
Well, we won't talk about that.
I mean, how? 253.46 to 204.24. That's like 59 points some points. Legend Killers, 252 to 203.44. That's like 59 and some point or 49 and some points.
But we did the math.
I did the math, man.
252.
What was his 49 point what?
Whose? Yours is 49.22. Theirs is 48.92. It's only off by a little bit.
Yeah. Just hair. Yeah. Hey, man, look, an ass beating's an ass
Hate
beating.
being
Just
the
get
biggest
over it.
blowout of the week. I went
got
from
my
being the
ass
biggest
beat, too.
blowout on the other side. I went from the biggest win margin last week to the biggest loss margin this week. That ain't fucking cool, man. I don't want to be that hot and cold.
Right, well, you know, happens to the best of us.
All right.
Well, since we know
Top
that, we're going to do the
scorers.
lead top. Yeah, we're going to do the top scores for Hendrix Mafia. Josh Allen with 29.66 points. DeAndre Swift with 27.10 points. And Kenneth Walker III with 18.40 points. On defense, Jalen Thompson had 19.50 points. Quay Walker had 13.50 points. And Washington defense had 12 points. For the Dragons, Debo Samuel had 22.10 points. Rashad White with 21.30 points. And James Conner with 16.60 points. On defense, Logan Wilson, I spelt that wrong, had 11.50 points. Dax Hill had 11.50 points. And Matt Milano had 10.80 points.
Oh, my.
Let me put an N on that. Sorry. All right. There we go. And the top scorer, probably going to go with Jalen Thompson, I would think, on defense.
Yep. 19.50, which was well over his projection of 5.45.
Yeah, that's pretty far over.
Yeah. Definitely Jalen Thompson.
Yeah, definitely.
So big win for Hendrix Mafia, putting them at 1-1, putting me at 1-1, putting everybody at 1-1.
Everybody got one win. Put everybody
except
at 1-1.
Except for Ben, who's got the 2 wins so far.
And Orange Crush.
And Orange Crush.
And Orange Crush, who's got the 2 wins. Right. And then the 2 0-2 teams, I believe, are Kush Crushers and Thad Castle's team.
Yes, I believe so. Cab Castle. Just something like that.
Hoping to fix that.
Well, we'll get into the final game of the week. Yeah, this is the final game. Yes, definitely. Yes, okay. Yeah, and it was the Orange Crush facing the Kush Crushers. And Orange Crush put a stomping on Kush Crushers, 244.30 to 227.46. Poor Miller had a great game this week. Would have beat a lot of teams in the league other than Legend Killers and Hendrix Mafia. Would have beat everybody else.
Yeah.
Except for those 2 teams and the team he lost to, obviously. But
those 3, yeah.
Tough loss this week. Tough loss. And it was a
16.84.
Second lowest win margin of the week.
All right.
I like his little
top
drones.
scorers. The top scorers for the Orange Crush. Puka Nakua. Am I saying that right? Puka Nakua with 30.10 points. Mike Evans with 29.10 points. And Saquon Barkley with 27.20 points. On defense, Von Bell had 13.60 points. Jordan Hicks had 12.50 points. And Jeffrey Simmons had 10.50 points. For the Cush Crushers, Kirk Cousins had 36.56 points. Keenan Allen had 31.10 points. And Mike Williams had 16.60 points. On defense, Danielle Hunter had 27.50 points. Julian Love had 13.80 points. And Jordan Whitehead had 11 points. And the player of the game, Puka Nakua. And Evan is off the show.
What happened to Evan?
He fell off the show.
All right, keep finishing. Are you done?
What an odd turn of events. I'm sure he'll be back shortly.
Finished? Did you finish?
I did finish. Yes, I did.
All right.
And I gave the player of the game.
Well, let's go ahead and point out what we're doing next week.
Next week.
I'm trying to get the list up.
Let's see if let me get my schedule out.
Let's
So
see.
just to get a head start, we'll start talking about next week's games.
Yes,
week
coming into week 3. Oh, there he is.
There's the commish. You can do it, sir.
Okay. We'll give him just a few minutes to see if he can hop back in before we continue.
It's the white circle
There
of
he
death.
is.
There it went.
Froze. I don't know what's going on.
We were about to move on to week 3.
Yeah, we was gonna move on. Puka Nakua, player of the game, Orange Crush, Cush Crushers. That's where we left off.
Sorry, I was froze. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Grab a blanket and let's get on with this shit.
All right. Who was the top scorer for the game? Sorry.
Puka Nakua.
Yeah. No doubt about that shit.
30.10 points. He is a surprise in the league. He's probably gonna, he's making a run for Rookie of the Year so far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They have 15 receptions, I think it was, or was that last week? Can't remember. Was that last week?
Dude just came out of nowhere.
Right? Making people say Cooper who?
For real. Making the Rams think Cooper who. Like,
right? It might be dangerous if they can get Cooper Kupp back to the same speed he was at before he got injured.
I can't even see what the dang. It's not loading him.
All right.
Go
What are you
figure.
trying to load?
Puka Nakua to see what his targets and everything were for the past.
Let's see here. I can pull that up. No worries.
All right.
Let's see. Game log. Let's see. Week 1, he had 10 catches for 119 yards.
On
And-
15 targets.
Yeah, on 15 targets.
Yeah, that's what I
This
thought.
past week, he had 15 receptions for 147 yards on 20 targets.
That's Cooper Kupp stats right there. Matt Stafford act like he don't have a whole bunch of receivers, don't he?
He's got one guy. He's
You might as well line up one receiver and then a bunch of running backs.
you can put offensive linemen out there, I guess.
He can. What was the shit we used to run in high school? Wishbone. He can run the wishbone.
The old wishbone.
2 tight ends with 2 fullbacks, 1 running back, and a receiver.
Just throw a bunch of blockers out there. Who needs it?
For real, man. Holy shit.
Makes that old song, I Only Have Eyes for You. You know?
Yeah. That's funny. All right, well, Coach of the Week. I'm going to have to say, it's got to be Jeff, man. It's the first time he's started the season 2-0, I think, ever.
Agreed.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
I'd have to say Jeff. We gave it to Ben for week 1 for starting off the season strong against Legend Killers.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other person I would think to give it to would be Pam for pulling off the tangle in the trailer with victory. That was the.
But I was only 3. You know, I was only the 3rd.
I mean, Jeff being 2-0 though, I think that's the first time he started off this hot.
Yeah, it's kind of big for him.
Ever.
I'm good with that. You know, Jeff has had a rough go along the way.
He's battling, man. I love to see it. I love his team. I'm a little upset for him for old JK falling out, but what can you do, you know?
Yeah. He's got other
I mean, Chris lost Chubb for the year.
Yeah. And Chubb was a keeper.
I think Los Patos JC with Cam Akers, I think he might have benefited off this trade. You know, him being in LA, he really was struggling the past 2 years, and he was really questionable, you know, keeping in Cam to begin with. The only reason why he kept him is because it was so late in the draft, 18th round. You know, you can't really pass up on that, you know, especially knowing he was going to get the chance at touches, you know, in LA. But now that he's over in Minnesota, man, that might be a plus for JC.
We'll get to see whether or not it's Minnesota's offense, the offensive line, or whether it was just Madison's not that good.
I mean, hey, Mattinson. Ooh, who's that? Somebody else is here. Somebody else is here. It's the Cush Crusher. Mr. Cush himself.
Welcome to the Welcome to the league show.
So we got Coach of the Week at Jeff Beard. We'll go ahead with Players of the Week. Player of the Week on the offensive side was none other than Kirk Cousins, who put up the highest amount of points this week at 36.30. So random timing, Mr. Cush coming on.
Wait. Wait. We just talked about how did Kirk Cousins get that?
Get Player of the Week. He was the highest scoring offensive person of the week.
My guy went off on me.
Oh, even on the loss? Okay.
Even on the loss, yeah. Even on the loss. We don't go by wins and losses when it comes to the Player of the Week and Defensive Player of the Week. We go by the highest scored, period. And moving on, it's random that he came on at this time because he has Kirk Cousins on his team.
Exactly.
And the Defensive Player of the Week. The Defensive Player of the Week, there's actually 2 of them. Both of them scored 33 points. One is Alex Highsmith for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The other is something Smith. I believe it's Derek Smith or D. Smith, and he's a defensive back for the Seattle Seahawks. He put up 33 points as well. My phone's not loading again. Otherwise, I would figure out his damn name.
Let me go see who this person is.
Yes. Look, all you got to do is go to players and then put all players, put week 2, and then go to all defense.
You said he was defensive back?
Yep. He's a free agent, too. He's a free agent. Nobody has him on his team. This man doing the gravity over there.
Always, bro. This how you save Bud, my guy.
How you save more than that? You can save more than mine.
That shit hits your brain quick. Anyway, look, man. I can't even be mad at my team, bro. Like
I
I
know,
want to
dude.
be.
We were just
I
talking
wanna
about how
be.
you would have beat every other team in the league except for Legend Killers and
I can't even be mad, bro.
Hendrix Mafia.
I'm playing my defensive line like Ben's playing his tight ends, swapping them out every week, just checking to see who's good. Bro, I ain't got. I still can't get over how Yahoo
Oh,
screwed
damn.
me
His name
in
ain't
the
D.
draft.
It's Trey. Trey Brown for the Seattle Seahawks is the
Brown?
defensive back. Yeah, Trey Brown. I said Smith, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You said D.
Yes. I said D. Smith, yeah.
Yeah, you
Who
did.
the hell was D. Smith?
I was
Deontay
taking your
Smith?
word for it, man.
Dilbert. I don't know.
Anyway, Trey Brown is the defensive back that is also Defensive Player of the Week, along with Alex Highsmith. Both of them are free agents, by the way. Both of them put 33 points up this week. If you wanted to go by players that's on a team, which we don't care about that, we say whoever the top scorers are, it would have been Michael Parsons. But it wasn't. It was Alex Highsmith and Trey Brown.
Man, it was a rough week for the running backs, huh? I mean, I was in the backstage when you guys were talking about it a little bit,
Dude,
with Chris,
week one,
having,
too. Week
Huh?
one as well.
yeah.
I mean, you lost Dobbins in week one.
Right.
And then week two happens, and bam, we lose what, 3 in week two? You lose Saquon Barkley's out for this week because it was
So
a
how
short
healthy
week.
do you
It was a
really
short
think
week.
Saquon is? Do you think they're just trying to, like,
No, I think it's a short week. I think it's just a short week. So give him the rest and get him till next week.
So you don't think they're
I
downplaying
believe-
the injury? Because at first it was one thing, and then they're like, nah, he's good. I kind of question it, bro, because Saquon already getting hurt in week 1 or 2. Like, I don't know who's got Saquon, but I'd be shaking in my shoes a little bit.
Jeff's got
I know
Saquon.
I know who don't have them. I ain't picking them up again.
I
I am not doing that again.
Jeff
Hey,
has
truth be
Saquon.
told, if he'd have been on your team this year, he probably wouldn't have just had an ankle sprain. That motherfucker would have had a leg gone.
He'd had his leg amputated.
Gone. It's gone.
Never again.
I don't blame you. I feel the same way about certain players, man. Who was it?
Burn me twice.
Right? Burger twice, you gone. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here I am trading away Derrick Henry, and my backs.
And there ain't
They played
nobody
this week
left,
at least.
bro. You look. I've been looking.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
It's slim pickings, man. It's
Nobody.
very, very slim.
They keep telling me to pick up Chestnut. I'm like, man, this dude's got to go through Spears and Henry before Chestnut ever even get the ball.
Yeah,
I ain't putting no third stringer on my roster, bro.
It does no damn good.
It's sad whenever my running backs that I drafted to start were Najee Harris and James Conner. And neither one of them are in my starting running back slots. Kyron Williams and Jerome Ford are in my starting running back slots. And then I got White and Connor in my flex spots. And I got Najee on the bench. Hey,
Ford is a good
Miller,
pickup.
you're looking for a running back, right? You say you're looking for a running back?
Nah.
Najee is on the trading block, everyone.
Jalen
Who?
Warren, man.
Harris?
Yeah,
Najee
Najee
Harris.
His carries are gonna get taken by Jalen Warren, and I said that 2 weeks ago. I said that shit 2 weeks ago.
Well, I wish he'd get his damn touches back. Shit ain't cool. I didn't draft him. I didn't draft him to be my flex running back. I drafted him to be my starting running back. I drafted him to take Derrick Henry's spot. All right, I ain't drafting.
I said that about the same time I drafted Kareem fucking Hunt. Thank you.
Dude, he drafted Kareem Hunt in the last pick of the draft.
Bro, You know he's about to get picked up. They ain't no
He
doubt.
already did. He got picked
I
up
already did.
today.
I drafted him
The
last
Browns
week
picked
of
him
the
up,
draft.
man. The Browns,
They picked him
Stefanski
up
signed
again.
his
You
ass.
son of a. God damn it, that was one of my keepers, bro. Son of a bitch, dude.
We-
Congratulations, John. Hey,
It didn't help him this
When
past
you-
week, though.
When you're a cerebral
even though
guy,
he's not a starter, bro. Even though he's not a starter, the last 2 seasons,
oh,
bro.
damn.
hey, and everybody's like,
You heard that, Evan, right?
yes, I know. She's over there trying to shoot it down and all this stuff. But listen,
No, she ain't shooting now. She said he ain't helped this week when you took that L.
no, he didn't help this week.
Not one
No, he
damn
didn't help this
bit.
week.
Mm.
And neither did Joey Bosa's stupid ass.
No, I'm gonna catch up.
Anyway,
Poor thing.
I'm gonna catch up. Jay.
Oh, do you want this by yourself?
No.
it's all
Shut
good.
up. I'm not gonna smoke it
Mhm.
by myself. I'm gonna share.
So
I'm Mr. Kush.
everybody had crushed my guy Jordan Love, and he's going to be starting this week. I'm starting him. He scored
I
more
don't blame
points.
you. I would.
I mean, he scored more
Who's
points
Burrow
than
playing against?
Burrow. He might not even play.
Who's he playing? Who are they playing against?
Let's see.
Does it matter?
No.
I
Joe
think
got
it's
paid and he
the
ain't
Rams. I think
playing.
it's the Rams.
Oh, Aaron's about to eat him some lunch.
Yep. Well, he gets to eat him while he's on my bench.
Ugh.
I ain't playing that bitch.
So I
It
need
is
to
the
leave the
Rams.
conversation.
And Donald ain't gonna do shit. Donald ain't did shit the first 2 weeks. What the fuck we gonna do it this week?
Yeah,
Donald is MIA, bro. Donald
Bro.
don't ever show up until like week 8, and then all of a sudden from week 8 till on, he gets fucking 12 sacks and leads the league in sacks. He don't do shit for the first fucking half of the season. I'm
Until
sick of
Joe
fucking
Burrow
watching.
comes to
I'm sick
town.
of everybody blowing him up like he's
Wait.
fucking God on the field. Dude, don't
This
do
is-
shit the first half of the season. I swear to
He's
God.
Yo,
He's
Yo,
got
I
the
draft this
NBA
dude
mentality.
almost every fucking year. I draft this
Well-
dude, and he does nothing until like week fucking 8 to 10.
okay,
Like,
Don't
listen,
draft them.
listen.
Oh, I didn't draft him this year,
Yeah.
but
I hate
I
that
did
that
in a
was your
different
problem.
league. And for the first 2 games of the year, he put up 0 fucking. I think he put up 2 points this week and 0 points the week before.
I really hate that that's your problem. But
You're
this
the
is
you're
Joe
the most
coming to town,
dominant
bro.
defensive tackle in the
Joe coming
game,
to town.
and you can't get more than 2 fucking tackles a game. Bet you ain't dominant. You're fucking lazy. You got money
Well-
and you started being lazy.
We got 99 problems, but Aaron Donald ain't one. So let's just move on.
I got 99
Yeah.
problems, and Aaron Donald is one because I would have picked his ass up if he'd have played. He's supposed to be the fucking.
I
Oh,
see
man.
what you did, John.
He's,
I see you.
he's-
This motherfucker said, "Oh, Trey Brown's player of the week on defense." Bet. Check.
Hey, I lost Diggs, man.
I love it, dude.
I
We're
ain't
talking
even
about
looking.
bullshit. We gotta
My
rename
phone
this
was
league.
going.
It's
My
not
phone was
Thunderdome,
going
bro.
off, and I didn't even look at it to see what it was doing. I
I
didn't
love it.
realize he over here. I was about to do it with Alex Highsmith, and I was like, you know what? Fuck Alex Highsmith.
You said Trey Brown, and he's over here looking him up. He's like, "I don't see a Smith." Now it makes sense. This mofo was looking him up on Yahoo. Said, "Click." I did.
He's like, who?
Hey,
Who scored 33 points this week?
who was that?
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Well played, sir. Well played.
Hey, man, look. They didn't even get Chubb's leg bent back right before Evan was all over the backup. I mean, he was,
You right. You
Hey, hold on though. In my defense, I drafted the backup, and I went out there to grab my draft pick back before fucking somebody else did. All right, I was
I know.
vulturing my stupidity from week 1. Like, shit.
I know your ears must have been on fire because I just hit watch list, and I'm like, man, this was before Chubb got hurt. I'm like, should I? Nah, I just got Breida, and then Chubb got hurt, and I'm like, oh, boom, Dragons picked him up.
I immediately went
I
after
love
Tony Jones too.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I went after Pierre Strong, and then I was like, man, fuck Pierre Strong. I got Ford. I don't need both of them. So I went after Tony Jones too, because who's starting in New Orleans right now, because Jamal's
All right.
out for a couple days or a
You know
couple
what's
weeks.
messed
Like,
up? I found out about Chubb before I found out about Williams. No shit. I was like, hang on a second. And I'm watching, because I got two
I
TVs
got
set up.
lucky because I was sitting there flipping back and forth between games.
Damn. Well,
What was that?
just to give you guys a little heads up, if you're looking, it's completely up to
Sorry,
you.
he's seen something.
But Kenny Drake was signed by the Ravens today.
Sorry, what?
Kenny Drake was signed by the Ravens today.
Oh yeah. They brought in three running backs: Kenyon Drake, James Robinson, and somebody else, and then they signed Drake. Yeah,
You almost said brats.
Yeah, right.
which is crazy to me. They got Melvin Gordon on the damn practice squad.
I know. Yo, Melvin's washed up, bro. That's the mofo that I'll never draft again.
No,
Yeah, but see, I thought Melvin did great in Denver the past couple of years with Javante. I thought he did great. I don't think he was a star by no means, but I think he was a serviceable fucking player as a flex player these past couple of years in Denver.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was necessarily the change of pace type back though.
No.
I mean, because
it was more of a
you either have a speed guy or you have a hammer guy, and if his injuries are keeping him from being the hammer, he definitely ain't the speed guy.
Well, he definitely ain't no Todd Gurley.
Well, I mean, Todd Gurley had knee issues from the rip. Not everybody can fight off knee injuries like Willis McGahee did. Willis McGahee fought through the same type of crap that Chubb had when he was in Miami for the Hurricanes. And then he come back and played what? 12, 14 years with Buffalo or some shit like that. So yeah. I mean, anyway.
All right, well, we'll get into the week 3 matchups.
Week 3.
The first one will be the matchup of the week. Number 1 versus number 4. The number 1 Sin Eaters, 2-0 versus the 1-1 Hendrix Mafia, ranked number 4. Or sorry, the number 4 1-1 Hendrix Mafia. Sorry, I don't know why I said the number 1 Sin Eaters versus the number 1 Hendrix Mafia. That's fucking stupid.
Well, I don't know.
The number 1 Sin Eaters, 2-0 versus the number 4 Hendrix Mafia, 1-1. Then we have the number 2 Orange Crush, 2-0, facing the number 5 Crimson Elephants, 1-1. We have the number 3 Legend Killers, 1-1, facing the number 12 Thad Castle's team, 0-2. We have the number 6 Hammerheads facing the number 10 Bucks Life, both teams 1-1. We have the number 7 Dragons facing the number 8 Los Patos, both teams 1-1. And we have the number 9 Angels facing the number 11 Cush Crushers. Angels are 1-1, Cush Crushers are 0-2.
And we're proud of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch.
Bro.
I'm going to start talking shit to JC.
I'm about to start doing press conferences after these fucking games, bro. I'm going to record myself doing these. I have to release it somehow. Because how am I up? I was up so much Sunday. And
yep.
And then Jay Williams got hurt. He smoked too much before the game.
It ain't Ricky. It ain't Ricky. It's Jamal.
It doesn't matter, bro. It runs into Williams. You know what I mean?
It runs into Williams. So
I
how are you?
He said he was hurt. I gave him a little bit. You know, it's probably my fault more than it was his. But either way, he smoked too much before the game. Werner
I gotta
didn't even
ask
show
you
up.
this. You're in Minnesota right now.
Yep.
You're in the Twin Cities area. How is everybody feeling about Cam Akers coming to Minnesota?
I don't know about everybody else. Actually, I do. When I found out, bro, I immediately hit them up on the wire, bro, because I found out like, they let that shit out locally before they did on ESPN.
Oh.
I found out way before ESPN, and I'm looking, and I see Las Patos has Cam Akers, and I'm like, huh?
He's got him as a keeper in like the 18th round,
bro. All I can say is whoever drafted Alexander Madison, I sure as hell hope you didn't draft him higher than the 5th round, because he's about to take a back seat. I was about to pick up Chandler until this Cam Akers.
Hey, I drafted Chandler really late, man, because they said he was going to be taking care of like backup duties behind Mattinson and kick return and punt return duties.
Right.
But I ain't seen nothing come of the kick and punt return.
He's been underperforming.
So I was like,
well, he's the main reason they went out and got Cam, because they still want Madison, you know, to get a shot, right?
Yeah.
But they need somebody to like really be that other back, you know, and Chandler wasn't, bro. Chandler was like, they were putting Ham in over Chandler, like straight up. Ham was getting looks before Chandler, and so like that's why I stepped back.
I mean, it's not worse than the Saints right backfield.
Huh?
It's not as bad as the Saints backfield right now. Everybody's injured in the Saints backfield except for Kamara. He's just suspended.
Hey, don't put that on my guy, bro. Don't do this.
I think Jones is the only running back that's not injured in New Orleans. The Keandre Miller guy, the rookie from TCU, he's injured. He's coming back maybe this week, maybe next week, whatever.
That's crazy, bro.
Kamara's supposed to be back next week because this is his last week, his 3rd week of suspension. This is his final week, so he should be back in week 4. And then Jamal, there's no telling when he'll be back. Some people say he'll be back this week. Some people say he'll be back in like 3 weeks.
All right.
NFL.
All right, guys.
All right.
NFL.
I gotta get to sleep, so I'm bouncing out, guys.
I'm watching the game right here.
Bro, why are you not working?
Bye, Evan.
Bye.
Night. Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah.
Shut your
Good
mouth.
luck this week. Night.
Thank you.
Don't tell her I said night. I appreciate the thank you. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Come on, get it to him. Come on,
what is
man.
going on with this
Wait
shit?
1 second.
Oh, it's on Prime.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
That's all right. I got Prime. I
just
think
need a remote.
we got Prime, right?
All right, guys. That's been week 2 results, week 3 matchups of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report, TFWR. We'll be back next week with week 3 results, week 4 matchups. You know, we're going to keep doing this. One day, whenever I do get the picture that I need for the intro,
Yeah.
I will get the intro done for the show. If not, we're just going to keep doing the old 30-second mantra on into it.
Speaking of which, real quick, do we know if the person who won the Josh Bowl last year got a trophy?
I don't believe so.
Thad Castle team, and no, he didn't.
Bet.
I'm pretty sure it was Thad Castle's team that won the Josh Bowl last year.
I think so. I have to go back and
Let
look.
me me know and I'll get that going. Like it was.
You gonna do the horse's ass one like you did for Pam?
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna keep it that one.
I'll send you the person that it was, and then we'll get the address from him as well. I'm pretty sure I got the address for him, but
All right.
it's been like it's been 7 years since we started the fucking league, and I got everybody's address, so it might be different. I don't know. Like
I know mine is.
We'll get that from you. Yeah, yours is different. I know that. I know mine's different. I know John's is the same. I know Pam's is the same. I know that Sean and Brandon, I use John's address because he can get it to him. So
I might take a look at Harris, but right now the team's under some negotiations. So let me figure out what's happening and I'll let you know.
I'm just hoping that Jerome Ford goes off like he did this past week, and Kareem Hunt becomes Jerome. I hope Kareem Hunt becomes Jerome Ford's backup like he was for Nick Chubb.
So I think you're good on Jerome, at least for this week. I think I am
for this week.
Yeah, for this week.
If he don't show out this week, I might be in trouble going forward.
Yeah. Who are the Browns playing this week?
Ravens? No.
Nope.
I don't have a Brown on my team, so I don't know.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I was going to say New Orleans, but I think New Orleans is playing
Green Bay.
New Orleans
Green Bay.
Playing Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay, yes.
Which I'm hoping is I don't know if I fear New Orleans defense very much.
I think you should. I think they're a top 5 defense, man.
Bro, that defense is surprising the shit out of me. And I know it's only week 2, but still. Them boys are balling.
I think they're better than they look on paper right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they
do. So Jordan Love against the Saints as opposed to Joe Burrow, who may not even play against the Rams.
Listen, I feel like
the Rams defense is okay because of their pass rush, but their secondary is not that great. I don't know why Seattle had such trouble in week 1 with them. Who'd they play this week? And I know
the 49ers.
Yeah, and they lost, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a game though.
Yeah. But Purdy pretty much he did his thing. So
I mean, I
would trust.
I think it was running mostly though, if I'm not mistaken, because fucking
who did we just see play against the Saints?
Oh, that was damn. They just played too, bro.
It was on the TV.
Monday Night fucking football, guys.
It was no Green Bay play isn't this week. Who the fuck?
No.
It was
Pittsburgh. It was Pittsburgh versus Cleveland,
Carolina,
and New Orleans, Carolina, the Panthers. Okay.
And the Panthers were coming back on them.
Yeah, they did. In the end,
with a rookie quarterback. Yeah, start Jordan Love. In Green Bay.
Yep. They're not as goddamn good as I thought they were. Go with Jordan Love.
But now, this is the factor that we're forgetting here, right? So you're looking at Bryce Young, a rookie quarterback, with really, in my opinion, on paper, well, even off paper, bro, if we're just going off of what they've done so far this year, he ain't got the talent at receiver that Jordan Love has, period, bro.
No,
I agree.
Period.
No. I mean, Chark, Thielen, another.
Right.
And
who else? Hayden Hurst.
Go look at Reed's numbers. You know what I mean? Go look at Reed.
Dude, we were talking about that earlier. Like, and Ben. Like, Ben to, like, he drafted this guy, guys. He drafted this guy. They didn't just fucking be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pick this guy off free agency." He fucking drafted this guy, and this guy is doing like this is Ben, guys.
Yes, I
I'm
know.
talking. Yes, I'm talking shit about you, Ben. It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, so far he's kind of running away with everything.
Like Green, he's just like, oh, this guy's, oh, he's a Green Bay receiver. Let me take him. Like, he's like, I didn't get Watson. I didn't get what was the other one's name? Not
Dobbs.
Torrey, not Torrey, Dobbs. Yeah, he
got
didn't
Dobbs.
get Watson. He didn't get Dobbs. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
you know
did.
what? I'm gonna get Reed, and
did
it
get
fucking
Dobbs.
banks out. It banks out for him.
He got Dobbs too, bro. Go look at his.
He got both of them.
Yeah, go look at his roster, bro.
This motherfucker always be drafting a shitload of Green Bay Packer players, dude.
He probably got Aaron Jones.
He's like me with the damn with the Jaguars. He's like, I'm gonna get all my players.
I'm pretty sure Aaron Jones is his keeper, bro.
Aaron Jones is a keeper, and I'm the asshole that traded him Aaron Jones, man. I traded him Aaron Jones for Dalvin Cook on a playoff fucking push for the championship, and then Dalvin Cook didn't even play in the fucking championship because he sat out during the fucking bye week, dude, or during the week. Yeah, dude. Such regrets, bro. That is the biggest regret I have in this league is trading fucking him away, dude.
Right now, my biggest regret is letting go of Kareem Hunt for Jamal Williams.
But I couldn't. Jamal had a hell of a season last year in Detroit. That's why he got the contract he did in the Saints. That's why he was getting that starting chance with the Saints. I can't believe he didn't fucking capitalize off this opportunity.
So this is my theory, right? I think when Kamara comes back, we'll see Jamal utilized more so like he should be, because they're not utilizing
like he was in Detroit with Swift.
They're trying to play him like Kamara, bro, and he isn't Kamara. You know what I mean? Like you gotta.
All I know is Jamal Williams has been a number 2 back ever since he stepped in the league, and he's been a dominant number 2 back ever since he stepped in the league with Green Bay, with Detroit, and it's going along the lines of what you're saying. When Kamara gets back, he's going to be that dominant back again. But until then, he don't capitalize on his chances. When DeAndre Swift was hurt, he didn't capitalize on all of his chances.
Right.
That's why when DeAndre Swift came back, they went to that dual committee, you know.
Yep.
And you know, we were talking the same thing about what running back we were talking about earlier. Same way. Was it Madison?
Yeah, Madison.
Yeah, Madison.
He was good as a number 2.
Yeah,
right.
Just whenever it was him, he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I seen that was being an issue from the beginning.
Also, bro. Joshua Kelly for the Chargers.
That's who we were
he
talking
freaking
about.
Puts up like 15 points in the first week, of fantasy. Over 100 yards rushing. I think him and Eckler both had over 100 yards rushing that week in week 1. And then he comes back week 2 while Eckler's on the bench, and he doesn't do nothing.
You know what's fucked up? He did that same shit Eckler's first year in the league, the very first week, because guess who drafted him? My ass did, and I got super excited, and he busted the rest of the year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, get the hell.
Where's Henderson at? Henderson was the lead back with the Rams. Where's he at?
Oh, he was with Jacksonville at one point.
I'm pretty sure he's on a practice squad somewhere.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah,
he just disappeared. Like, he was the one fighting for the number 1 spot last year against Cam Akers. It wasn't Kyron Williams, the guy that took it over this year.
Right.
Like, I just thought about that. I was like, it wasn't Williams that was. I was like, it was fucking.
So if the Rams have traded off Cam Akers, who the hell is the backup now? So we got Kyron Williams, and he's the only one.
Oh, good question. Who is the Rams running backs? That's not something to look at Yahoo. That's something to go to ESPN and be like, Rams depth chart.
I mean, I don't know who the hell that would be.
I think Henderson might be.
You mean it might be Daryl Henderson Jr.?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't think he's still
Rams
there.
brought him back to be the number 3 behind. What?
I don't know.
Interesting. Hold up. Let's go ahead and end this show, guys, and we'll talk on the backstage once the show ends. We're just sitting here rambling on. We'll keep on going like this all damn night because it's
2 hours.
football, and I love football. So we'll see everyone next week on Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report. Peace out, guys. Have a good
Peace.
one.
Yeah.
I know.